Hello, I'm Alina and this is Sense of Scents, where I describe fragrances for you in all 5 senses so you get a better feel and vibe for the fragrance. And today I wanted to follow up after my last video with BADEE OUD Sublime. This one is BADEE OUD for Glory. And this is a beast, meaning the projection on this is something else. Absolutely everything about it. Let me show you a little bit about the bottle. This is the cap. There's a gold plaque on the bottom. And it is a velvety rubber on the outside, and this is a metal plaque that is attached to this. Weighs a ton, heavy in hand, feels great, and this is the box that it comes in. And this also opens up like the other BADEE OUDs. It has a little coffin that it sits in, and on the back, as always for LATTAFA, you want to look for the hologram authentication sticker just to know that it's the real deal. And the reason that I wanted to bring this one up in the middle of summer in July, although I don't think it's very appropriate to wear, although I wear it anyways, I don't care what's appropriate and what's not for seasonal purposes. But after doing a review for this one, I thought I would redeem my experience with this one with a review for that one. And here is why. When I originally bought it months and months ago, I did a write-up for it, and I do write-ups for 10 or so Facebook groups where I describe the exact same format that I do these videos in. I do write-ups for them, and at the time, it was 66 degrees when I wore this, and I did 4 sprays on clean skin, meaning, again, clean skin, that there is no lotion, there's nothing on it to hold the skin scent down on, and I only spray on one arm in one area so that I provide for you the bare minimum. If you spray on clothes, you're going to get better performance. If you spray all over the place, you're probably going to get much better performance. And even then, with just 4 sprays and 66 degrees in one area, this is what I got. Did it have, number one, a Middle Eastern vibe, meaning is it oud-centric or spice-centric? Absolutely, 100%. This is a huge bear hug for the oud type of a fragrance, Middle Eastern fragrance. The dry down is the length of a full round of golf. It took 4 hours to dry down and completely evolve from the top notes to the bottom notes, where it just finally settled down and stayed consistent in the same scent. And the projection on this is not for a compact car. My dogs were sneezing 25 feet down on the other side of my home. I give it a 10 out of 10. And the longevity on this, it smacks you across 4 time zones. A 10 out of 10. This is well over 12 hours. If you spray this on clothes, good luck washing it out. On skin, it lasted over 12 hours. And the test strip, it dried down to nutmeg and musk forward, which is a little bit surprising. And also it lasted over 48 hours on the test strip. So on clothes, you're going to get a minimum, I think, of 2 days of full on fragrance, not just a little bit of a faint remnants of it. And the time niche for this, I definitely think it's an evening nighttime scent. And for those of you that are seasonal, meaning you wear lighter fragrances in the summer and the spring, heavier, more dense ones in the winter and the fall, I think this is an extremely appropriate fragrance for the fall and winter time. And so down to the taste. For taste, I got a glass of Retsina, which is a Greek wine, and mixed with 7-Up or Sprite, and imagine having that by the fireplace. If you don't know what Retsina is, please do look it up, because it is a resin-flavored wine, and if you can get your hands on it and try it, usually it comes in small bottles. It's well worth a try for the experience alone, not necessarily a great tasting one, but if you taste it, you'll understand what this smells like very, very effectively. Also, a sugar cube after a shot of NyQuil. And I say this because NyQuil sometimes gives you the heebie-jeebies, and it is extremely potent, but then you get a sugar cube in your mouth afterwards, and all of a sudden all of these almost medicinal type of resins that are left over from the NyQuil medicine and mixed with the sugar have a very interesting effect. And this is what I got taste-wise. For sound, this is the Phantom of the Opera Overture, full-blown on 10 volume, like blasting through the entire opera house. For sight, I got the vision of the opening scene from the movie Desperado, both Buscemi sitting at the bar and Banderas on the bar with the guitar, that kind of intensity to it. Any full-length Cirque du Soleil performance as well. It was very reminiscent of that. And imagine Al Pacino sitting in front of his stash in Scarface. That is the intensity of this one to me. And for touch, I got the sense of a large piece of oak tree bark, and one hand on the outside of the bark and one hand on the inside of the bark. So you get this really rough, intense feeling on one side and super smooth and almost silky-like feeling on the other side. And this combines both of them magically. It is somewhat screeching up at the front, but give it a half an hour for it to calm down, and then you're still going to get the intensity, but it will show its true colors at that point. And for smell, most importantly, I left this last. I think it is a wood cabin in a spruce forest after a kavadi pill or tablet has been burned down and patchouli incense has burned out. If you can look up kavadi, VADI, and take a look at what it is. And imagine that tablet being burned out and then walking into that cabin, and you get that incense-y, almost medicinal type of herbs and herbal resins coming through with a sugary sweetness to it. Not necessarily vanilla, but definitely a sugar sweetness to it. Also, rahat lakum, Turkish delight candy, both the mastic gum, masticha, and the rosewater one in one bowl or in one box. So if you imagine taking a bite, both of the mastic gum and the rosewater rahat lakum at the same time, you'll get a really good sense for what this one does. If you own this one, I would love it if you would leave a comment to let me know what your experience has been, how long it lasts on you, and what others have said to you while you're wearing this. I think this is a great fragrance if you want to assure that your mother-in-law sits on the opposite side of the table at a forced brunch. If you don't want your coworkers hovering around your desk all day long. And if you are on a subway in New York and you need to find a seat, I would double dose this one with about 12 sprays, and you're sure to clear the entire car on a subway, and it's something else. So by comparison to the sister over here, Sublime, I would say they're very, very distant in relation by performance as far as what I got from this one. And that's why I decided to do a review for this one, just to give you a sense of difference in the performance if you've got the other one and are deciding to get this one. And if your experience has been the same as mine was with Sublime, which was not the best experience. So please leave me a message in the comments section. Let me know what your experience has been with it. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. I would appreciate it if you'd hit the subscribe button if you're new here. And I so thank you for spending your time with me and joining me for this video. And until next time, take care of yourselves, and I appreciate your time.